We recently have had a lot of questions about how to keep your hats on. And this is a video that I made a long time ago, but actually never finished for you guys. So I'm going to show you two options today, and I don't know if they're historically documented because hats, that's not my thing. But let's start. So as you're going to see, you're going to need a couple things. A hat, we have them in the store. You'll need a scissors, a knife, silk ribbon, 1 inch. The wider the better. You will need a pencil, tape measure, and then you should be good to go.
Works really good. If you want something to really grasp tight, use wool. Wool tape or linen tape. But if you want a little bit of decoration, feel free to use the silk or the satin silk. There's two different ways to do this. As you can see, there's a little teeny tiny hole here and a little teeny tiny hole here. So that's really great if you want this to go up. If you don't want this, there's another way to do it. And you're going to have to make a hole here and a hole here. A hole here and a hole here. Okay, so we're going to show you the second option. So you're going to need 1.5 yards of ribbon. It's going to be depending upon your hairstyle. 1.5 yards would be the shortest amount that you would need. If you're going to have a really tall hairstyle, you're going to want to have more ribbon than that. So we're going to start off with 1.5 yards. This is where your tape measure comes in. One yard. And a half. Okay, I take a little bit more just for good luck, and you're going to want to cut it. So here's your beautiful ribbon. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to punch these holes. Okay, so you have to kind of figure out where you want your holes first off. The first one's going to always go by the crown right here. And then the second one can go either 2 or 3 over. You're going to want to take your crown. Now, this depends on where you're going to, how you're going to want to sit on your head. The best way is to just put it in the center, just like I did this. Okay, so this hat actually sits like this. This is the back. So you're going to kind of roughly find the centers. Figure out how wide your ribbon is. If your ribbon is 1 inch wide, you're going to want to make 1 inch mark. Okay? Just like this. Okay? And now you want to make that mark directly on the other side. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, this is your mark. See how this matches up here? So now you want to make sure they're exactly across from one another. So if one is here, the other one should actually be over here. And you're going to want it to be 1 inch long. An inch long, and that one is 1 inch long. So now you're going to cut. This is where your knife comes in handy. You're going to cut in between. All right, so now you have an option. You can either take this ribbon, fold it through like that, okay, or pull this out, and we're going to do 2. So again, 1, 2, 3. So then measure, okay, mark your measurement. Okay, make sure to follow that curve line. So now you have 2 slits. So you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to go, okay, under in the first slit. Over, right? Under, over. So, see how nice that lays? This one right here has to be spread out. Okay, so you're going to ask how does this go on your head? Let me show you. This part will go underneath. Underneath, right? This goes on like this. This one has a lot of hair. Okay, so this goes underneath. And then you take your ties and you pull. Right? This is one option where you just tie it under. This is a second option. Here's something else you can do with these hats. Okay, this is something that I started and I never finished. So I built using buckram around here and I gathered it, but I have never finished it. So there's a lot of options with these hats.